And I've given them orders to start leveling this area and get down in this coal so we can see about putting a coal mine. I don't know where I want to dig the dungeon. Close to the tavern and by the market might not be the worst idea in the world. Because that way big ugly monsters aren't coming out into the dining room or the hospital. See, if we've about depleted the wood farm for right now. And we still haven't built any walls. It's day 14 with 22 people. I gave them a place to put this crap, this flour. And the reason the prepared food is... What the... I lost somebody. She was killed by a werepig. Now there's no way that I know of that you can do anything about that. And that's the werepig. Now what it suggests is to give an order that has high priority and get everybody to... I've never even seen a werepig before, so I guess I'm doing too well. I don't think I ever saw a werepig in my last game. Not tilling anything, so gather should count as a top order. Now let's see if we've got a couple of things over here we could get. All I can see is that. And that's cool, but we want more than that. We want everybody possible to come over here and beat the crap out of this guy. Okay, those are regular trees, so let's give them a chop order. Let's put a chop order over here and see if we get enough people over here to kill his big ass. Now that's 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. I guess... God damn, we lost another one. My God. What a load of crap. Alright, the good news is we got this really kick-ass... well, there might have been... I don't know if I had a... I don't know if there was a helmet of the pig slayer in my last game. Well, we got this kick-ass helmet now and paid 2 people for it. Alright, tombs should be automatic. We've got tombs set up in the graveyard. What I was doing, the flower pickup, I want to extend this fence so we don't have these damn animals everywhere. And the reason I'm waiting on this side is I want to dig this out first. Okay. Damn, it took a lot to kill him. Let's go ahead and put up the battle thing. They all missed. That's it, they all missed. So there you have a werepig, and I hope you don't in your game get it. I think it's a mechanism that got triggered because we had too many people too fast. Some games do this. I may be being unfair to the game. What I was looking for was somebody with 2,000 Athelos is probably fine. With the high hit points to begin with, to have him equip it, and when we need a soldier. Because the one thing about these Townies that I found, I didn't think about it. I knew they didn't level up. Let's go with the Earl here. Put on the helmet of the pig slayer. Make him look like something from Chainsaw Massacre. But anyway, you can give them better and better armor, but their hit points stay the same. So if they meet something in a dungeon big enough to hit them hard, they can easily take 2,000 hit points. When you're in the deep dungeons, your heroes that survive will have like 4 and 5 and even 7,000 hit points. Your Townies, right around 2 grand, that's the end of the story. Oh, there you go. Alright, there's the tombs. We ought to put a flag over there. We ought to flag all the flags at half mast, but they're all short flags to begin with. is we'll put gargoyles over here, and it would have helped if I hit shift, I know. Put gargoyles over here, and we'll put a gate around it eventually. As for caves, let's put, ooh, we can put the death door on it. Yeah, let's, ooh. Well, we've got more than 2 bones. Hopefully nobody will bugger off and get killed to decorate the graveyard. There's been a lot of fussing about what's irony and what's not in those circles where they fuss about things like that. So I don't know if that's irony or not. But, ooh, we got our hero. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, if we don't get a dungeon, they're going to bugger off. So, and I'm not going to let you watch me dig. I dig like shit, to make a long story short. There's something about the 3-dimensional space that exists in games that just really jacks me up. Wonder if you can put 2 side by side. I guess we'll find out. Alright, there's a gate. Why are you open, you son of a bitch? Oh, it's not open. The fence isn't up, so it doesn't know how to align. Right on the verge of doing what I did in my other game and issuing too many orders. What I want him to do, I'm going to put the dungeon here. Hopefully our heroes won't bugger off before we get it started. Alright, we've got 3 heroes. We have 2 barbarians that come with no weapon, and elven bowman. We've got 4 because of so many people. And that's a rogue. Oh, okay. The hero died? What the hell happened to the hero? Oh, they're bored, and they went down to fight with toadies. So that puts human remains down there in the toady village, which I am not really happy about. Nah, it's not realistic to go get those. I'm sorry. Okay, we're starting our dungeon here. And you don't have to clear this area out like I did. But it's easier for me to see. And, you know, life goes on. We're only at level 1 here. We need to go down from level 1. We have to go down to level 2. Alright, this is dungeon. See that? That's dungeon wall. Now, somewhere down here we ought to... somewhere down here we ought to break into the dungeon, which that might be. Now, as a technique, they suggest giving a big old dig order and prioritize and dig when you guys first go into the dungeon. That way there'll be a bunch of them down here so they won't get gang raped by the crap down here. Now the heroes ought to come down here and start taking charge of this crap. I think he's probably missing. Alright, here's our heroes, and this will give them something to do for quite a while. And if this is our only hope of iron, hopefully they will find an iron mine. If they don't, we're pretty much screwed as far as the game. Forum suggests you look for a visible on your map, a visible iron. And I looked through at least 20 or 30 maps and never saw. In my last world, that was the only one I found after 20 or 30 minutes. And it had those mountains that just totally screwed my city. So I just got, you know, I don't play games to throw up maps for an hour to find one I can play on. Screw that. Civilization was bad about that. So I'm sure we'll find iron. Think positive. This is, we will find iron. All right, this is spiderite. So we can make, well, I don't think we can make a weapon out of that gold without the special anvil. That's it. We can't make the special anvil without the anvil, and we can't make the anvil without iron. So there you go. Anyway, there's a ton of, I thought this was a dungeon game with some building, and there's a ton of footage of dungeons. And I'm not saying I'm not going to do this footage of dungeons. And we'll rename all our characters because I got this stupid ass names. See, there you go. That's Dale Evans' horse, and you probably don't, or trying to think. It was Dale Evans' horse. It was somebody's horse, Trigger. Might have been a Lone Ranger. No, that was Silver. Hi-ho, Silver. We've got Thomas. I can say Thomas and Henry. What the hell happened? And Charles. I can't believe that. Thomas and Henry and Charles. Larry, Curly, and Moe. Well, there you go. Make a liar out of me. But hopefully the iron isn't too far away. If your people walk too far in a dungeon, every now and then, it's rare. It didn't happen to me till late in the game, but they started starving to death just because they walked too far. And it was like, give me a break. But they'd die in a hallway with complete access to upstairs, tons of food made, and they just starved to death walking back. It's like, you can't code in something where they don't walk so far they starve to death. Come on. I lost 4 that way. If it was 1, we wouldn't be talking. I think wizards are cool. I mean, the graphics are what they are. They're not, the graphics aren't a big part of this game yet. Maybe at some point in time they will be. All right, I need to check out what's happening upstairs. Okay. Well, you don't need to be a part of this. I gave them a bunch of digging instructions, and we need to get them to rest, but I would like to finish this fence, or finish most of this fence, so I don't have all these, and I need to dig this out, but it can wait until they rest again. And I got the gargoyles done if you care about that. Kind of a game flavor more. I mean, there is no reason to build gargoyles. Well, I think that answers itself. Of course there's a reason to build gargoyles. Alright, I'm going to turn off fraps for a while I do nitnoid crap. I'll be back. Just a moment of to show you how those last battles down in the dungeon went. They're pretty pathetic. It's failed. And you got to remember it's early in the game, so anyway. But my guys are going to stand aside and let things roll as far as that goes. There's the weapons chest and the armor. We've got an iron axe from somewhere. Hold on a second. There's the weapons chest and the armor's chests with various stuff in them. I don't know where we got the iron axe. See, its defense is shit. And for these guys at this point, actually its attack is shit. Actually, it's not, because damage plays a big factor in that. So its attack is probably superior when you take into account damage. But defense, I hate to cut their defense by 2/3 by equipping them with that. So there's one of our heroes, mortally wounded. Oh, I was going to put that hospital chest in there too. I get distracted. I need to make notes on the game for myself, and I don't know. That wouldn't be very much. I'm not big about having to write a bunch of stuff, but with my memory, because of the disability stuff I have to do, that it's kind of, life is what it is, not what you want it to be. Okay, we're there on our coal. I think we're going to have to dig to get the coal. Because if we do like a strip mine, I'm trying to think of what an open mine is. A pit mine, I think they call it. I think we'll have a mess there. And we don't need coal very much until we get iron, and it might actually be better to access it through the dungeon. So what I'm thinking though is we let orders run out here. I'm not seeing much food.